Selamat siang, Year 8 students. As you know, I'm not in today. I had a little bit of an operation on my leg, so I'm at home. And I thought perhaps the easiest way to give you instructions today was just to send this recording. So, what I think we need to be doing today is to be looking at this page in the course book, the email from Nicky. You can see that it says, after finding out that the post office closed early, Nicky decided to write and tell her friends about it. She says, Kepada teman-teman yang baik di Australia, towards my good friends in Australia. And her email is written down here below. Now, it's quite a complicated piece of writing, and what we're going to have to do is get you to break it down sentence by sentence. So what I suggest you do for this is to work with a friend and break up the sentences. So, or even with two partners, take it in turns. So maybe the first person in the group or pair decides they will translate this sentence, and the next sentence can be translated by the next person, and so on. And you'll need to write those sentences both in Indonesian and in English, the translation, using Yandex Translator. As we discussed, we think that's probably the best one, or Google Translate if you prefer, but remember, Google Translate is not going to give you such good translations. And write the Indonesian sentence and its English translation into your workbook. And the reason that we need to do this is because we want to complete this activity in the activity book, which is email from Nicky, email dari Nicky. And basically you have to decide whether these sentences are true or false, benar atau salah, based on what you translate from Nicky's email, from the previous translation activity. So once again, once you've done the translation with your partner or your group, you can just easily pop these sentences into translator and work out whether it's true or false. Now, obviously, it's better if you can work these out without using translator, but they are quite challenging, and some of you may be able to do that. For instance, this one says Indonesian. There are not government offices, and if you may be able to work out whether that's true or false by reading the email without translating, but I suspect you're probably going to have to translate. So you're just going to tick these true or false based on what you've learnt from the translations. That's a fair bit of work. As I say, work in a group, it'll make it a little easier, and I'll be interested to hear how you go, and maybe I'll do a recording for our next lesson where we go through the answers and look at the next activities. If by chance you do run out of things to do, remember there's the word lists for this topic. Or I think it's... I'm just trying to find that first word list. There it is. That's on page. Just let me scroll to the bottom here. Page 126 in the course book. And remember, these words and these phrases we're putting into the flashcards app on your iPad. So if you do run out of things to do in terms of translating the email from Nicky and then completing the email from Nicky in the activity book, activity 5.2, and also, that's all you need to do for today. We'll have a listen to it. I'll set it up so you can listen to the listening activity, listen to somebody read it tomorrow or in our next lesson. Okay, good luck with that. We'll be in contact.